What's up, everybody, to the strangest Marvel podcast talking about the strangest Marvel movie. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today on Pleeka, we're talking about Doctor Strange. So as we do every week, we try to guess how big of Hess's boner was during this movie. How many inches was it?
Now, full boner is what, 2 inches?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we try to guess how much you liked the movie. As you brought to my attention,
Oh, this is it.
Hess should really connect with the
This
movie.
is the connection part
You know,
of this
in
show.
Ant-Man, he connected because
Wait.
he's a dad.
Right.
And
But does he know the connection?
yeah, actually, can you guess the connection?
And it's not because
I
you're a
have no idea.
neurosurgeon.
And it's not because you're a fucking badass magician either.
You don't know if I am or not.
That's true. You could be hiding that from me, actually.
He did pull a quarter out of your ass once.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And then he turned it into
Yeah.
a cigarette and smoked it. It was really cool.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the.
You guys both got in a pretty crazy car accident.
Yeah, both
driving
off some cliffs there.
So for all I know, you went and met the Ancient One and became Sorcerer Supreme, and now Hess is the one in charge of all the fucking magic people.
I have the levitating robe in my closet. I just don't bring it out.
Oh, interesting. But I think since he couldn't even guess that, I'm guessing that's probably not why he connected to the movie. But I'm gonna guess he liked it because it is a pretty fun movie.
As I was watching this movie, I was thinking to myself, I do like this movie, and I'm glad it's an origin story because I don't know shit about Doctor Strange.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, I do now, but I didn't then.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I don't know what Hess is going to think. And then all the fucking time shit is like so cool, and the effects are so cool.
I forgot how to look up. I remember that part when they filmed that. So I think they filmed it like 3 times because they had to film everybody walking normal, everybody doing it backwards, and
Oh, yeah.
all the shit to piece together, kind of like Tenet.
That part was just like so cool. I thought he was probably going to like it, but I still wasn't. I was 50-50 on it. But then just guessing his mood today, I think he liked it.
Oh, okay.
Guessing my mood.
Yeah. You haven't screamed about Spider-Man or nothing? You know?
We haven't had to go.
Want to shut up?
No, but
Hey,
like...
you guys want to read some comments?
No. But like, it just feels different. So that's my guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Feels different.
I'm saying he enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was stupid.
Really?
No, he's lying.
no, really.
Really?
I thought it was dumb.
Oh my god!
I'm just kidding. I really liked it.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was fucking. Yeah, I thought it was fucking.
I was gonna
dope.
say because I could see you saying it dumb, but did you still enjoy it? Because it could be dumb and you enjoy it.
Like here's the thing. At this
it's cool.
point, this is number 15, right?
I think so. Yeah.
At this point, I don't care if Hess likes him anymore. Like, what are you gonna do? Not watch the last?
Yeah.
fucking
There's like 6 left.
So I don't care if you like it. It's cool if you do,
Mm-hmm.
as long as we can talk about it. Like, who gives a shit?
As long as he can tell us why he hates it and what reasons why.
Right.
And I don't have a stroke in the middle of talking.
And if I don't fucking pull my headphones out of my ears. But
Stroke.
But I thought you liked this one. Just I don't know.
Am I the only one that really likes how sparky their magic is? Like everything they do, it's like the sparks falling down, all of it. I just think that looks really cool.
Oh no, it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Especially when you go to a different like area.
Yeah, well, even like when
they
they just make everything like a weapon or whatever, and it just kind of sparks fall down.
Do you think their mascot's Sparky?
Oh, maybe I'd go to their football games and watch them do push-ups. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and then we interviewed it by TV.
Wow.
We'll get interviewed, and I go, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't do podcasts yet. Give me a minute.
Why'd you
done.
come to the game, little boy? I don't know.
The stranger made
Cool.
me go.
Well, we're not going to be on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit.
That never happened.
So we got the villains, Dormammu and Caecilius. What did you guys think of them?
Pretty weak.
I'd say pretty. Dormammu was cool looking and neat, and Benedict Cumberbatch actually does the voice for him, which is cool.
That's weird. I forgot about that.
But yeah, nothing special. They don't really do much.
I feel like he beat the bad guy by annoying the fuck out of him.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I feel like if he doesn't do that, if he does, like, and most people couldn't do that.
I feel like him and Iron Man are the only people that could do that to a
Except
villain.
Iron Man couldn't do it with. I mean, he could annoy him, but he couldn't do it.
If he just had the time
Yeah,
stone,
but he wouldn't know how to work it.
You figure it out. He's 20 fucking tank.
Tony
Yeah.
fucking stank.
Well, I think I have.
Where is the stone?
Nope. Apparently, I replaced Stan Lee with that. So
We're watching Snatch, apparently.
I thought that was Stan Lee saying Tony Stank, but
Oh.
I feel like if he doesn't win there, we think. I mean, then this guy kills Earth, and I mean, he did save
and
the
there's
world.
no more MCU.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
instead,
they could have ended the Marvel universe.
yeah,
with
there's
this
no
movie.
end game. This would have been. It would have been Doctor Strange.
I know
End game.
you can't really answer because Hess, but who do you think would win in a fight, Dormammu or Thanos?
Depends.
Who's wearing them? That was a diaper joke.
Oh well, do they have like little places to put your stones?
Maybe.
Okay.
Do you have any Hess questions?
I took my headphones out so he could answer.
Oh, that's when we were being cryptic. Didn't even notice you did that.
Yeah,
Do you have any Hess questions?
I might.
There's no other Doctor Strange movie at this point, right?
Not yet. It's coming out either this year or next year.
No,
I
but
can't
he's
remember.
in 3 more movies.
Yeah, he's in a few more.
Gotcha. Because I mean, I feel like I know that Mr. Wong, said that they like defend the mystical world or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, I feel like he could be pretty. I don't know if he could have joined the Avengers, but I feel like he could be pretty helpful with them if he were to.
He'll be in the next 2 Avengers movies.
Okay.
Yeah. And the scenes with him are way better than they are in this. Like his action scenes, they're really cool in that.
Every fucking scene he's in is really cool.
Yeah. There's some really cool shit coming up with him.
Coming up.
Like, I love we can get to it when we get to favorite scenes, but the part where she sends him in the multiverse shit, and the hands pop up, and the hands out of the hands out of the hands, and then the hands get together, make Benedict Cumberbatch, and then he falls through the eye of Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't care about the eye. It's the
It's
hands. got
so
me.
weird, but I love that.
Those little baby fingers were just gross. I don't know what.
I thought the ancient one was fucking dope.
Yeah,
She's
she's
yeah,
cool too.
I really like
Yeah.
her.
She should have stayed alive and joined fucking forces.
Yeah.
So is that it for your Hess questions? Any other questions about the Doctor Strange world?
I don't think so.
I have a Hess question.
I did see both of the end credits, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, so the first one was when he was with Thor. Correct?
Yeah.
I mean, he's giving him beer.
And and he's talking about Loki. He's like, he's on my radar.
Yeah, then
And
he's gonna help him find his dad.
Yeah, and what was the second one?
The second one was Baron Mordo, and he made the guy cripple again. So there's too many sorcerers.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
took
So,
the shit out of
that-
Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, so that was gonna be my thing. So that was my question. So, I mean, obviously, I'm sure we'll find out. But what's the guy's name? Mordo. It's more like Chomo.
Yeah, we can call him Baron Chomo. I like that.
But so like, is he turning bad?
Yeah, as far as I know, I think he was a bad guy in the comics already.
Yeah.
So in this, they just show you him being buddies with Benedict Cumberbatch and then becoming evil.
From what I've
But
heard,
as far as we've seen in these movies, this is the last we've seen of him.
yeah,
He's not in another movie.
yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I was like, that's Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, playing basketball. Yeah, he's from what I understand, he's a bad guy, not a good guy. And so, like, when he introduces himself, like, the people that read the comics are like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
But, like,
'Cause
that
he's
right over my head.
He's like the evil Doctor Strange, kind of.
Yeah, because like at first when they first introduced him, like when he's like training them and shit, he reminded me of the guy in Game of Thrones who taught Arya how to.
Oh, I can kind of see that. I didn't think about that. That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I liked about it? If in the next Doctor Strange movie he's the bad guy, they set it up great because he has a reason to be bad because she was fucking lying to him
the whole time. Yeah.
Like, it's believable. It makes sense. Like,
yeah. So what's your Hess question?
Do you wonder? I mean, you already said that you think he would be helpful, but except for the end credit scene, no one else that you've seen is in this movie. Do you wonder how it connects?
I mean, yeah. I guess.
Because that was part of my worry about you not liking it. Be like, well, what the fuck does this have to do with fucking Tony
Well,
Stank?
I
That's all I'm calling him from now on.
You know,
Jesus.
I was gonna say it's pretty obvious at the end because they're like, you have an Infinity Stone on your chest.
I know, but except for that, like, it's not like he saw Iron Man in the movie. I guess you do see Thor at the end, but
Yeah.
like Spider-Man wasn't jumping around. Captain America didn't blow him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, that is kind of what I was thinking. Like the whole movie, I know it's not a standalone, but it kind of feels like a standalone. Like,
yeah, a little bit.
there's no one else in it like that's been in the other ones other than Wong referencing the Avengers. Like that's
But the big connection is the Infinity Stone on his chest.
yeah.
So you guys want to know some trivia?
Sure.
Trivia.
This is I really liked. This is the first MCU movie. I've been waiting for this to have the MCU intro, where it does a little thing and has it has actual clips from these movies in the intro. I love that intro. I've been waiting. I didn't realize Doctor Strange is the first one to have that.
I didn't notice.
I knew you
I
wouldn't.
feel like this one would have been cool as shit to see in the theaters.
Yeah, this was
It
really
was.
fun in theaters. That's
It
why
was
I went
really
twice
fun.
to see it. But yeah, I just want to mention this is the first one that has. I'm waiting to see which one of these was it.
It's not that I didn't notice the beginning. I just didn't
But
notice
also,
that
also
it
doesn't
started.
help. You watch it every single week when you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision, so you've been seeing it.
Oh yeah, probably.
This is cool, but also kind of sad after the fact. Director Scott Derrickson was such a big fan of Doctor Strange, he spent his own money on a concept video to get the directing job, which is cool. But then in them getting ready to film the second one, creative differences, and now he's not the director anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, now it's Sam Raimi, which will be really cool and really interesting. But it's kind of sad that he spent his own money and was so invested in it, and then they had creative differences. He's still a producer and still involved. I think he still wrote it, but he's not directing.
I
I'm
mean,
sure he made some money.
Yeah,
we talked about it. It's gotta be hard to direct.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he still said too, like no, like it's no hard feelings. It was just didn't line up.
Yeah.
Like he still was
I
happy
feel-
with them.
I feel like you kind of have to be a yes man or a yes woman to be a director.
I think
for
a little
Marvel.
bit with them, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because like they have which way they want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, because they're planning 11 movies down the road. Yours, the director, like, well, I want to get done with my movie and then maybe a sequel.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this has to connect to Avengers 17.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this one
Makes sense.
I really liked. Rachel McAdams was legit scared when the broom fell because that was an accident. It wasn't supposed to fall down. When she's in the closet and it goes ding and
Wow.
she screams.
I laugh at that every time.
Complete accident.
That's funny.
I like when little shit like that happens on set and they keep that in there.
Yeah.
This was interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morgan Freeman, I can't say his last name, Watanabe?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the guy from Inception.
Okay, so it's him, Morgan Freeman, and Bill Nye were all considered to play the ancient one.
Oh, that
Bill
makes sense.
Nye.
Which I feel like would be really not the science guy, the one from Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
the
I was like,
British Bill Nye.
Jesus, what the fuck?
That would be fucking neat though. That'd be weird.
I'm glad they picked Tiddly Willy. Or
Yeah, I like
whatever
her
name
too.
is.
I think they were probably considered because the ancient one is a guy. And a lot of people at first were like, oh, you can't make it a woman, and I think it's supposed to be Asian as well.
Didn't they get shit for making it a white woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gary Oldman and Mads Mikkelsen were both considered for Baron Mordo, which is really interesting. Mads Mikkelsen because he played the bad guy, Caecilius. So he was gonna play Mordo,
I could see that though.
which would be interesting.
Still turns out to be the bad guy.
Yeah. And then lastly here, Tony Todd was considered to do the voice of Dormammu, which would be a good voice, but I'd just be thinking of Flash the whole time.
That's funny.
It's time for you guys' favorite moment of the show. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Review game.
I thought Hess was really interested, but I think he's just reading text.
No, he was trying to find my
He
penis.
started singing. And
I sent him a dick pic, and he's like, "Where is that? What? Oh, it's his penis."
It's so little.
It's a little pee-pee. It's
so-
a little pee-pee boy.
3 stars. Origin stories just don't do it for me anymore.
Are we buzzing in, or what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's got to be Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, he answered first.
Hmm.
What do you want to answer?
I'll go.
Oh no, sorry, he buzzed in. I forgot the rules to my own game.
I was like, what are we doing?
Hess buzzed in. 1 point for Hess.
Okay.
I'm surprised he actually did get that because it's kind of obvious because I picked this movie. It's an origin story, but sometimes you guys would forget that. I was actually a little worried since you brought that up in the beginning.
But so are we buzzing in?
Yes.
Okay.
There's an actual-
Or just say that.
I guess
are we
actually
doing-
don't have to buzz in. Just shout it out. Whoever shouts it out
Yeah,
first.
I was gonna
Shout
say you
it
can just-
out loud.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the rules every week.
Shout!
Spice it up.
Shout.
Do you want me to wait like 10 seconds before I answer? Would that be better?
No,
Shout
just
at the
yell it out.
devil.
So it's 1 point Has, 0 points Nick. 3 stars. The creativity and imagination gone into this is extraordinary, but it does have issues such as forgettable villain and the final battle being one of the weakest in the MCU.
Doctor Strange.
Wow, yeah. I'm surprised you got that.
You tried to trick us.
I did a little bit because it's like it's saying creative and imagination, but it's like bad villain, ending fight sucks dick.
I didn't think the
Yeah.
ending fight sucked dick. I thought it was funny as shit.
I love the ending fight. So 1 point Nick, 1 point Hess. Half star. The whole plot revolves around a guy not knowing what YouTube is. This confused the fuck out of me.
Jesus Christ, I have no idea.
So again, half star. The entire plot revolves around a guy not knowing what YouTube is. I'll give you a hint.
Wait, I'm going to say...
Do you want to say it before I give a hint, or do you want to?
give me a hint then.
It's the only movie that I know of that actually shows a YouTube clip in it.
Thor?
What'd you say? Civil War?
Thor?
You said Thor.
Oh, Civil War.
It's Civil War. I'm assuming they're talking about the Spider-Man scene, but I don't know. That but the whole plot doesn't revolve around that. What do they mean?
He picked up fucking Spider-Man because he saw him on YouTube, but that's it.
Yeah, but he's that guy's comment says the entire plot revolves
No, I
around.
got you. I was gonna guess Civil War.
I don't know what
before your
movie that
hint,
guy
by the way.
saw. You guys what?
I was gonna guess Civil War before your hint.
Oh, okay. I'm looking like I knew before your hint. I'm such a cool guy. I have a huge cock. 2 stars. Really lame sequel. It only has 3 action scenes in the whole entire film. So it's a sequel. So think of all the sequels we've seen.
I know what that means.
Hey, I'm just explaining more what you guys think, pal. This isn't for you. This is for the audience so you guys have time to think.
Oh, I
Don't
got you.
interrupt the host or
What?
you lose points.
Oh, fuck off.
I can take points away and give them to other people.
Probably. You fucking make rules up as you go along. It's like the challenge.
No hard feelings, Point Break.
I almost said Endgame. What's the fuck? Ultron.
So you're thinking Avengers 2 is yours.
Dose.
Burp. Hess, would you like to come in and steal?
Maybe.
Should I give a hint?
No.
No, I can get a fucking hint.
I could. Oh, for now, new rule: you guys can ask for a quote from the movie.
Oh, wow.
So no,
That
but
doesn't help me. We talked about that in our fucking podcast.
that's
I can't
true.
fucking tell you a quote from the movie I just watched last night.
I bet you can get this one. What's this from? La 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 bamba.
Yeah.
He's like, sure, Jaws.
No, that's his porn.
I don't know. I'll go with the second Thor.
Oh, Iron Man 2. You're both wrong. No one gets a point for that round.
What's the score?
So it's 2-1, I believe. Let me scroll back through. Just to make sure. So Hess got Doctor Strange, you got Doctor Strange, and then you got Civil War. Yeah, so it's 2-1. All right, last one. 3 stars. This is either to tie it up or Nick runs off with the lead and he has to take his panties off. 3 stars.
No,
One of
wait.
the weakest in the MCU lineup. It has bad pacing and not so great CGI. You'd be better off watching something else.
So you got no shot.
Mm,
It's just a fucking wild guess.
Which one of these has the worst CGI?
Hulk.
Yeah, Nick got
There
it.
you go.
Nick got it with Hulk. I thought that was pretty obvious with that one because that was the one thing we all agreed on.
It's obvious if they're right, but these fucking morons don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's true with the guy with YouTube and all. Yeah, so Nick wins. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. I'm working on. There'll be a real theme song next week, by the way.
You working on the railroad?
Mm-hmm. I was working on the railroad.
Why are you singing it like sexy?
Jesus Christ.
Happy birthday,
Ravishing. Want to shut up?
Mr. President.
You like that, Westworld?
That sounds horrible.
Jesus.
You think?
Uh,
I can't hear you now. What? Jesus Christ.
Stanley cameo. He's in a bus reading. These guys are
Reading a-
hilarious.
Yeah, what was he reading?
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell. I didn't care.
I think it was Playboy.
I was gonna Google it. I think he did have a Playboy inside it. So he
It was-
so then if Marty took it, he'd go ooh la la,
I
ooh la
thought,
la.
I thought it was a comic, no? That he was reading?
And it looked like a book to me. But
It looked like a book, but it could have been a comic.
Looked like a novel.
Like a comic book?
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, I think it's time to move on to the best and worst scene. You see what Stan Lee does to the guy. Best and worst scene I got for me, the first time we meet the Sorcerer Supreme and she sends him through the multiverse and you get all that shit. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Wong listening to Beyonce after he calls him Beyonce and he's like, and he's putting his arm through her, grabbing books and shit.
That was funny as shit.
Yeah.
And then the Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Oh yeah.
That's really good.
What about the fucking whole?
They should have kept that scene going for like 3 to 4 more minutes.
That would have been fun. Just keep going. Every time there's a scene
People,
like
I would have people in the theater been like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, it's
Yeah.
just the reels broke, guys. Like,
me and Taylor always loved that. Like, there's a scene like that in one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets where they just keep going in circles. And Taylor's like, if I was directing this movie, I would have 30 minutes of this scene, and then it just goes into the rest of the movie normal, like nothing happened. And I was like, that would be so funny just to see how long people would be like, okay, and just make it like slightly different enough every time. People are like, well, it is kind of changing, but I'm getting uncomfortable sitting here the whole time.
He did kill him a couple different ways.
That was cool.
yeah.
Like throwing the spears through him. I think he crushed him one time, lasered him.
I just think it would have been cool if they would have done it for like 3 to 4 more minutes, just
I like about the sixth.
I would really like
about
that.
the sixth time.
because like I probably would have been like, "What the fuck's happening here?"
Yeah,
Like,
he would text us, is this scene really this long, or is my Disney Plus broken?
is Disney down or what?
Like about the sixth time or whatever, he fucking pulls up the shields and he's like blocking them, and then he kills them. And I thought in my head, so every time he kills them, does he think, "Oh, I might be able to win this time"?
Yeah,
Do
maybe.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I'll tire him out this time. Do you guys have any specific things other than the ending we
How
talked
about
about?
the whole fight?
The whole ending is awesome.
How about the whole fight
Yeah.
underneath that?
Yeah.
When it all goes backward, 'cause when they get there, it's all destroyed. So you actually get to see it
It's
undestroyed.
really gross, like even though it's fixing the lady or whoever it was, but when they're reversing it back inside the driver's seat of the car
Oh yeah.
because she flew out. There's stuff like that, like when the guy has his like noodles and shrimp flying up in the air, the camera goes around him. Stuff like that's really cool.
What about when they hit whatever this fucker's name is?
Basilius.
Hits him into the wall, and then the wall gets built up.
Yeah,
on
built
him?
around him.
Yeah, that was really cool. Too.
Dude, that's really cool. Then it gets even cooler is when they magic themselves.
Jesus.
Sorry, I got a little excited there. They magic themselves, so then it's Doctor Strange and them going in normal time, but everything else is reversing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's the stuff that they had to film multiple times.
I also just like before he had. I mean, don't get me. I want him to become Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is Doctor Strange, but like, I want him to be like a witch or whatever he is.
Mhm.
So. But I like it when he's a doctor too. When he's just like,
yeah.
It's not like that was boring. It was
Do any of
interesting.
you guys like get like fascinated when doctors wash their hands the way they go like with the water?
No.
Hmm.
But when he put his shit on,
Mhm.
that was interesting.
Yeah, I like that. And
It's
then
like the
he's
sleeves, like he went in.
yeah, because they can't get their hands dirty.
Yeah. Then he wore a mask.
Yeah, he's COVID ready.
Yep.
Did
you think of that
I
when he
fr-
put his mask on?
No.
I forgot to add too when they're fighting when Rachel McAdams was trying to fix him
Mhm.
and they're fighting in I forget what it's called when their astro cells are fighting around her.
Mhm.
That's a really neat scene and she keeps like jumping because stuff's moving around the table.
Or what about what's it called? The cloak?
I don't know what it's called. I'm just
The
gonna,
levitation cloak? Is that what it's called?
maybe.
Yeah,
It's going for
it
it?
is. It's the levitation cloak.
Alexa, what's Doctor Strange's cloak called?
It's a levitation cloak.
Strange's given name is Stephen.
Steven.
I didn't ask what his name was. Who the fuck? Who is it?
I'll Google it. While
That
you're
shit
talking.
that shit was great too. I mean,
He hit that.
he doesn't make it out of that first fight without that fucking thing because
Yeah.
he beat up like 3 dudes.
It's funny. I never noticed how many times he's running in place in this movie because something. He runs in place because his cloak is pulling him and try to get the little thing that he throws on Mads Mikkelsen. He's running in place when they're make the hallway like be like
Oh, yeah,
moving
yeah.
with him and shit.
Yeah.
There's just so many
It's
times
called-
of him running like that.
It's called the cloak of levitation.
Levitation.
The cloak of levitation.
I do have the worst scene.
Oh really?
It's not bad, but you know, like when they're running up the fucking buildings and they're trying to run away from him, and he's trying to do the spell as he's running.
Oh yeah.
It's just goofy that he's. Don't get me wrong. If I ran down the street and tried to do this at the same
Mhm.
time I was running, it would look weird.
Have you seen the footage from the real life when they're doing that?
No.
It looks silly as fuck. They just
right.
doing shit like this and then they jump in the air and then nothing happens. They're like cut.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
weird.
so awkward. People are like, "Oh boy, this
Yeah.
movie's gonna be shit," just from seeing the behind the
It's
scenes from that.
Gotta be pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like, it gotta be so awkward acting in movies like this. I've heard Stephen Amell talk about it with like Arrow and then when they did Code 8 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you just gotta go to like to the cinematographer or the director and just be like, I'm gonna try my best and I know I'm gonna look stupid. Just don't make me look stupid, please. And he says if they do their jobs right, you won't look stupid.
Well, I mean, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Except when he's running.
Yeah.
And doing the spell.
A little bit, yeah.
I really like when they Carcelius or whatever his name is.
Caecilius.
Yeah, chasing Doctor Strange and Mordor. I know it's not his name either, but and like they were like walking up the sides of the buildings, and then he would like hit the building and it would like, whoa,
Yeah,
waving and shit.
I love like the
That shit's
the
fucking
Inception
cool.
buildings as they like go in on each other and shit.
I never see that. I've never saw Inception all the way through, but it reminded like what I've seen of it. It reminds me of that for sure.
There's some posters in this that people they basically blame and say Marvel like stole that from Inception because they're pretty similar.
It's similar. It's almost like Inception on crack, though.
A little bit, yeah.
It starts like doing other shit.
Oh yeah.
Plus, the ancient one comes in like, I mean, until she dies, she was beating people's asses too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Superhero of the movie. I put Benedict Cumberbatch and Tilda Swinton because I think they were both pretty great in this.
Not the Cloak of Levitation.
No, because I don't know who acted as that.
Oh. Yeah, I would have to go with Benedict Cumberbatch too.
Yeah,
I would too.
Yeah, I think they were both pretty great. Then end credits scene. We kind of already talked about this with Has in the beginning, but we can go back over them. You got Thor and Loki need help to find Father.
Odin.
Which I can't wait to get to Ragnarok. That's such a fun movie.
So, I would like to point out, and I don't think this is a spoiler. Can I say what that's from?
I just did. It's from Ragnarok.
But yeah, the scene's literally from Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. And then we got
Making it up?
and then we got Mordo at the end, and he's no more sorcerers. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
And he grabbed his crotch.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he. It's confusing if he will be, from watching WandaVision, because WandaVision's like the prequel to Doctor Strange 2, going into Doctor Strange and all that, and everything they've said up and everything they've said about it, 'cause especially it's called the Multiverse of Madness and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If he will be the villain or not, it'll be interesting.
Maybe he'll just be in it or something.
Yeah, or be partly a villain or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are all the end credit scenes. Anything else you guys want to say about that before we get into ranking?
I really liked the his watches, how they like when he opens his drawer, they're all like
spinning around,
spinning and shit. Yeah, that was a fucking
when I
cool
saw
stuff.
that, I was like, I can see Hess having a drawer like that, and then I could also see him having a little thing with hats like that. He opens a drawer or something, and he's got like, which hat for the day? This one.
Yeah, it would be hats, not watches.
Mm-hmm.
Hess doesn't wear watches.
I really liked it when he gave him the Wi-Fi password.
That's what. Yo, what's this? What's this? My
that
mantra?
was probably one of my favorite things.
And he's like, no, it's the Wi-Fi. We're not savages here.
Yeah, I fucking laughed out loud when he did that shit.
So ranking, I'll read mine this week because this is not my top movie.
Okay.
So from bottom to top, I got Incredible Hulk, Thor, Thor the Dark World, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Captain America the First Avenger, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Civil War.
So where's
So it's above Ant-Man for me.
Okay.
Above Ant-Man, but underneath Iron Man 1.
I'll go from the bottom to the top. Iron Man 3, Incredible Hulk, Thor the Dark World, Iron Man 2, Thor, Avengers Age of Ultron, Iron Man, Captain America First Avenger, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier, Civil War.
So was yours right above Ant-Man also?
Yeah, I have him at number 5 so far.
That's interesting. We both said this is just a little better than Ant-Man, but it's still, like, those are both different in our rankings.
Yeah.
It's funny we did that.
Do you think it's because we just watched it and it's just
No, because
subconscious?
I was looking through here, and I was like, it's not better than Iron Man or Captain America 1 to me. But I was like, but I would, like, if I was going to rewatch them right now, I had to watch this or any of them underneath, like Ant-Man, I would watch Doctor Strange more than those.
See, that's what I was thinking.
That's how I rank when when would I stop wanting to watch it, like right now, if I had to?
Well, so I have Doctor Strange and Ant-Man above Captain America and Iron Man, but below Avengers and Guardians. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I got what Civil War is the one we watched last week, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go top to bottom just to be different.
Okay.
I got Civil War, Avengers, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Captain America: The First Avenger, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Guardians, Iron Man 2, The Dark World, The Incredible Hulk, and Thor.
Nice. So we all had this kind of like it's in the middle. Like it's not the
Mine's
top.
Upper middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's lower middle, but we all had it similarly
Mine's
placed.
6, I believe.
3, 4, 5, 6. Mine's 7th.
So I actually had it the highest.
You did have it the highest.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed
I forgot to ask in the beginning, did this change your opinion on Benedict Cumberbatch? Because I know you didn't like him beforehand.
I was going to ask that too.
He was good in it. He just seems... I know it's just
Acting?
like his genetics or whatever, but like his sucked-in cheeks bug the fucking shit out of me.
That's so funny.
Like he looks like a cancer patient, like the entire time, because his cheeks are so sucked in. It's like, eat some food, Bubba. Like, god damn.
I was gonna ask you guys this actually. Him saying that reminded me because he was actually pretty buff in this.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you guys this: he's so fucking shaky, he can barely shave his face. How's he lifting weights and getting fit? Plot hole. How's Doctor Strange fit when when he first gets there and he's shaving all? He's shirtless.
Maybe he tied his arms to the pole and then did pull-ups.
I don't know. It's a little confusing to me.
Or he grabbed the pole with his elbows.
I was asking him that, and he goes,
Want to shut up?
Because Doctor Strange had no answer. Or he could, I guess, could you give yourself magic muscles?
I mean,
Sure.
Benjamin Bratt made himself walk.
Captain America can inject himself in the buttocks with the fucking serum.
He didn't inject
Get ripped.
himself.
He acted like it's steroids.
It's not like he's roiding up.
He might as well.
He's got him in the football locker room. Let's go kick some zombie ass.
Bucky walks in. What are you doing, Steve? Just getting more super soldier.
I can do this all day.
Oh, that's what he would say. He'd be holding the belt in his mouth. I could do this all day.
Oh, that's a different movie.
Yeah, it's called
The Hess and Drum Show.
Captain America. Captain America.
Captain America.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I want to see that one. Captain America.
That's where he's playing hockey in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, any last things about Doctor Strange, my cool cats and kittens?
I don't think so. I'm glad I liked it. Because honestly,
Me too.
I didn't think I was going to like it.
Hey, last week you were practically blowing magicians, so I thought you might.
You did surprise us with
You're like, I love David Blaine. Fuck you, Chris, whatever your name is.
Angel.
No,
Angel Mind Freak?
I don't like David Blaine.
It was David Copperfield.
David Copperfield. Sorry, I got my David Magicians mixed up.
Next week, we'll rank magicians.
Okay.
I don't know any magicians.
I don't either.
We should.
You know, a recast for Doctor Strange, I thought of this during the Michael Sheen. I think could play the same role. Pretty interesting. He was the only person that popped in my head while watching this, and I was like, I could see them doing the same. This would be the same movie if Michael Sheen was in it.
I thought about that.
Skarsgård. I thought about Skarsgård.
Oh, that'd be. I feel like he'd be way. He was already a pretty big dick in this. I feel like if Alexander Skarsgård plays him, he's a huge dick. But I'd like that.
He wasn't a dick in
King
King Kong.
In King Kong, Godzilla vs Kong, I was surprised. I was like, wow, might be the nicest role he's ever been in.
Yeah, he kind of started out as a dick, but he was not.
But it's just because he was grumping in a little office.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Skarsgård as him. That'd be interesting.
I can't picture anybody else.
I can picture Michael Sheen 100% doing it.
I tried as I was watching it, and I was like, and maybe it's because I've only seen him, and I'm just bad at that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you did fucking pick Charlie Sheen as Iron Man, so I don't think we want you recasting
I think
these
that's
movies.
a perfect casting.
I don't.
No hard feelings, Point Break.
You want to wrap this up, cowgirl?
You know, him calling someone Point Break is interesting, considering we just watched Natural Born Killers and he had a fucking Australian accent and shit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, so I was talking to the guy, one of my coworkers, and what?
This is weird.
It almost sounds like I'm talking to my coworkers.
Anyways, I was telling him that we watched Natural Born Killers and then we all disliked it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what? He was like, the one from like the 90s? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it was fucking terrible. He goes, well, were you guys on shrooms? And I'm like,
oh my God.
No. And he goes, I think you're supposed to be on something to watch that movie.
Well,
I'm like, for real?
Well, I saw when I was making the thumbnail today, there's a director's cut of it.
How many hours is that?
I don't know. I'm going to Google that. But we could all watch that. That could be the next movie. Does that count as a new movie? If we go from one movie, can that be like, say we picked not saying Natural Born Killers, but say we picked Weird Science, and from that I picked Weird Science, the extended or like director's cut. Can I do that as my next movie to vote on?
No.
Okay, I wanted to ask that before we got down the road.
No, because half the time it's a fucking scene that they cut in.
No, it'd have to actually be different. I feel like to make it count.
Like JFK director's cut is like
So like
20
you're saying,
minutes
like we
longer.
couldn't watch Justice
Maybe-
League and then watch the Snyder
yeah.
cut.
Well, that's
that's different.
Like
That's-
something like that would count though.
I feel like that's twice as long. That should count. If you pick the Justice, I quit.
That's true. I wouldn't want to do a podcast on that.
Fucking
There'd be
jeez.
so much to talk about.
Has been able to watch it in a week.
Yeah, it's
There's no way.
4 hours. So
Probably not.
all right, boys and girls, I think it's time to end this podcast.
I can do this all day.
I know Captain America, but we don't want to.
No,
You didn't know he was on the podcast, did you?
did not. Well,
This is all he says. He says this,
I can do this all day.
and
Language.
those are your only two Captain Americas.
I don't think I got from him. I got this. That's what the kids do every time Hess opens the door.
Yeah, that's incredibly loud. Wow.
I didn't think you were gonna say door.
Oh, yikes. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like,
What, you think
subscribe.
she was gonna say pull my pants down? or
Yeah, I
something?
think he did. I think he did.
Open. You never know.
Oh, boy. Please like and subscribe, everybody. We'll catch you guys next week for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Electric Boogaloo. Comment down below your MCU rankings and how big you think Hess's pee-pee is. See you next week.
Peace.